Hey guys, what's up? It's Warfare here and today I'm back. This time we're going to be talking more about CoD4 Remastered, and what I intend to do in this video is just to take everything we know so far about CoD4 Remastered and compress it all down into one nice neat little package. So obviously this is only going to be the information that we know so far, because I'm guessing what's going to happen is that we're going to learn more things, you know, as we progress down the road towards release date, which I think is going to be November the 4th. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So CoD4 Remastered is being developed by Raven Software, and Raven Software are a video game development company. They're owned by Activision, and rather than working on their own CoD games, what they normally do is they kind of just offer their technical assistance to help, you know, the main studios make their other CoD games. And in particular, what they did is they helped make Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, and Modern Warfare 3. They had quite a lot of involvement in those three games. They also helped design the Redwood map in Black Ops 3. It's unclear why it was only Redwood, but apparently they helped Treyarch design the Redwood map. Although I did say they don't really make their own COD games, what they did do is they developed Call of Duty Online, which is a Chinese free-to-play COD game that's sadly only available in China. And obviously that is a sad thing, because it does actually look like a really good game from judging from the little gameplay we've got. So I'm wondering if they are ever going to release COD Online into the Western world, and if they do, then I'm definitely going to pick that up, because that looks like a really fun game. So yeah, what we're going to be getting is we're going to be getting a full game remake. So we're going to be getting a remake of campaign and multiplayer, which is definitely really good, because this isn't going to be some watered down remastered version of CoD4. This is going to be the full remastered game, and there's going to be no kind of setbacks or drawbacks or anything like that. And in order to get CoD4 Remastered, what you actually have to do is you actually have to buy a specific edition, or I should say 3 specific editions. If you want to get CoD4 Remastered on release date, what you need to do is you need to buy either the Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, the Legacy Pro Edition, or the Digital Deluxe Edition. You have to buy one of those 3 editions in order to get CoD4 Remastered on release date. Now, what I'm guessing they're going to do is they're going to release, or at least I think they're going to release CoD4 Remastered separately somewhere down the road, although they haven't actually confirmed this. It's similar to what they have done with Treyarch Zombies in the past, because if you remember, in Black Ops 3 they said that the Giant was going to be a pre-order bonus, and then what ended up happening was that several months down the road they released it separately as well. So I'm guessing that's what's going to be happening for CoD4 Remastered. And as far as the maps go, we're going to be moving on to the maps now. We're going to be getting 10 vanilla maps right off the bat, right out of the case. And these 10 maps are going to be Ambush, Backlot, Bog, Crash, Crossfire, District, Downpour, Overgrown, Shipment, and Vacant. So we're going to get those 10 maps right out the box. And to be honest, there's no big surprises there. I mean, the one thing that did surprise me a little bit was Ambush, because from what I can remember back in CoD 4, Ambush wasn't really one of those maps that people absolutely loved. I mean, it wasn't one of those maps that people voted for over and over again. So I'm kind of curious to know why Raven Software was so insistent that Ambush was to come back right off the bat. But then fast forward to December, and what we're going to be getting in December is a special update. Now, in this update, we're going to be getting a number of things, including the final 6 maps, which are going to be Strike, Showdown, Countdown, Block, Wetwork, and Pipeline. We're going to be getting those 6 maps, as well as a quote-unquote additional surprise. Now, no one's really sure what Activision means by an additional surprise. Some people have gone as far as to say that it's actually going to be supply drops, although me personally, I don't think Activision would put supply drops in CoD4 Remastered. You know, not after how the community's recently reacted to the supply drops. I don't think they would do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have any proof whatsoever to say that they're not going to put supply drops in the game, but just from my opinion, I don't think they will do. So I'm going to be curious to know what exactly they mean by additional surprises, but I guess only time's going to tell in that case. Now, speaking of the DLC maps, because there was actually one DLC pack for CoD 4, there was only one map pack, there wasn't loads like we get today. There was one map pack, and the maps in the map pack were Creek, Killhouse, Chinatown, and Broadcast. Now, Raven have come out and said that they don't plan to add in the DLC maps. However, what I find interesting is the way they phrased the sentence. Now, I'll put it up on the screen for you. And as you can see, they only mention the maps Chinatown and Broadcast. They only mentioned those 2 maps that they're not going to be bringing back, even though they did say that they're not going to bring back the entire DLC map. So what I find interesting is perhaps what they mean by additional surprises, as we talked about earlier. I'm wondering if they're actually going to bring back Creek and Kill House, but not Chinatown and Broadcast. Which I think is going to be quite interesting. I wonder why they've picked those 2 maps, but not Chinatown and Broadcast. I should say if that's what they mean by additional surprises. I mean, if that is what they mean, then I'm definitely not going to complain, because Creek is one of my favourite COD maps of all time. That's an absolutely fantastic map. Especially if you're a sniper. If you like sniping, Creek is the map for you, trust me. It's a fantastic map. I would be so happy if they brought back Creek. If that is what they mean by additional surprises, I'm going to be so happy, because Creek is a fantastic map. It's easily my top 10 maps, you know, my top 10 COD maps of all time. So if they are going to bring that back, I'm not going to complain at all. So let's move on from maps now. Let's move on to some additional things, some smaller details that aren't, you know, that key, but I think are still important to mention. Now, this is going to be a full remaster. This is not going to be, you know, they're not going to change anything around, or I should say they're not going to change anything major around. They did say that this is only going to be kind of like a graphic and sound remake. This is not going to be, you know, they're not going to bother rebalancing the weapons or the perks or anything like that. This is just going to be a full graphic and sound remake only. Or at least for the most part, because what they did actually say is that kill streaks are now going to stack, which is only a good thing. I mean, that's not something to complain about, because in CoD4, what ended up happening was that if you got your 357 kill streak, which was the UAV, the airstrike, and also the support helicopter, if you got those 7 kill streaks, or I should say those 3 kill streaks, not 7 kill streaks, but if you got those 3 kill streaks, and then you ran around and you killed some more people, what would happen is that your kill streaks would stack, but then your original kill streaks that you earned would be lost. So you could only have 1 set of kill streaks at a time. Now what they've ended up doing in the remastered version is that they're now going to allow you to stack kill streaks. So let's say you get a support helicopter. I don't know why I say support helicopter. It's going to be an attack helicopter. If you get your attack helicopter, and then for whatever reason, say there's another attack helicopter already in the sky, so you have to wait, and while you're waiting you go around to get some more kills, and then you get a second helicopter. Your first helicopter is not going to go anywhere. That's still going to be there ready for you to call in once you've called in your second helicopter, which I think is a really good thing, because what ended up happening in the original CoD4 was that if you got your helicopter but there was already a helicopter in the sky, you'd have to go and find somewhere to hide and then call in your first helicopter before you ran around and get any more kills, in order to prevent your kill streaks from stacking. Because obviously in the original CoD4, if you stacked your kill streaks, your first set of kill streaks would be lost. It's definitely cool they're bringing that back. I mean, there's no complaints from me there. Now, some other details is they're actually going to have some Advanced Warfare traits in it. They're actually going to be using the Advanced Warfare sound engine, and you can tell that because the movement sounds, at least the running sounds on the floor, they do sounds the same as Advanced Warfare. And as well as that, they're actually going to have the Advanced Warfare headshot icon in the kill feed instead of the original CoD4 one. And finally, they're going to have the Advanced Warfare medal sounds as well. So the other thing I'm not too sure about, but I think it would be cool if they did this, was that in the original CoD4 there was actually a server browser for PC. And as a PC player myself, I can tell you that a server browser is so much better than the lobby system that we have at the moment. So I'm curious to know whether they're actually going to bring back a server browser for PC. But either way, if they do or they don't, there are going to be dedicated servers. That is one thing they did say. There's going to be no P2P. It's definitely going to be dedicated servers only. So hopefully that puts some of your minds to rest. And as well as that, some final details here. All prestiges are going to be coming back, even on PC, because on PC in the original CoD4, you couldn't actually prestige. You could only get to level 55, and after that, you couldn't prestige. So on PC, they're going to be bringing the prestiges into that, and also on consoles, the prestiges aren't going anywhere. They're going to be staying right where they are. And finally, the camos are all going to be returning for all weapons. I think you can get gold camo for all weapons now as well. I definitely recall seeing a golden AK-47 from some of the gameplay we saw at COD XP. Now, I don't know whether they're going to allow you to get gold camo for all weapons, because for those of you who don't know, in the original COD4, you could only get gold camo for one weapon in each class. I think in COD4, in the original COD4, I think in the assault rifle class it was the AK-47. In the submachine gun class, it was the Mini Uzi, and in the LMG class, I think it was the M60E4. In the sniper class, I think it was the Dragunov, and in the shotgun class, it was the M1014. So you can only get those specific guns in gold. Now, I don't know whether they're going to allow you to get all the guns in gold in the remastered version. I mean, if they do, that's going to be epic, because that means you can get, you know, all your guns gold and not just some specific ones. But if not, then it's just going to be how it was in the original COD 4. You're only going to be able to get some specific guns in gold. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the information we know so far about CoD4 Remastered. I mean, as I said, I'm guessing we're going to be getting some more information further down the road about this game, you know, before release date. But until then, that we're going to have to just wait until the game's released on November the 4th. I'm super psyched about it. This game is going to be fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to playing this game and getting some gameplay for you all. And hopefully we'll be able to have some fun with CoD4 Remastered. So until next time, guys, peace out.